Hello everyone, Felipe here again, and here with Dania. I'm going to continue with the classes that we've been doing from top close guard. Alright, so let's start already. Moving the head everyone, sideways, up and down. Circling the head everyone, just loosen up, both sides. The other. And hips. Okay everyone, lean down. Like I said people, the explanation for those positions are in the first video, so if you need further details just check it out. Just gonna go real quick. Bridging here, 10 times inside everyone. Okay. Hip escaping people, sometimes inside as well. Third position, and doing the long step to one side, the other side, 10 times inside people. Back rolls, hands and toes here on the floor. 3 steps forward, 3 steps back, 5 times forward, 5 times backwards. Keeping your feet on the floor, hips to one side, the other side, just twisting the knees. Okay, and to wrap it up, rolling back and forth, either landing on the knees and rolling forward again, or landing on your hips and forward again. 5 times inside, back and forth, so you can start moving towards the partner drills. Okay? Moving forward. Okay, everyone. So as we've been working, like I said, guys, the explanation for with more details are in the previous videos. Right? On the first one, I showed in the gi. On the second one, no gi. We're gonna continue with the no gi. Just coming up, one leg at a time. Okay, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Pay attention, people. Good base. Looking forward every time, okay, so you don't give your opponent the chance of attacking you here. If you guys are comfortable, just move it to the side. We're gonna bring ourselves up at once. So upper body forward, legs are gonna move. I'm gonna be on top, coming back, same thing, okay. Forward the upper body, up with the hip. Gonna have the control, and we can start opening your opponent's guard, okay. 2 minutes while if you're on the top, then we switch, whoever's on the bottom get on top, and you guys can continue, right? Everyone, continue here with the grip fighting. I'm gonna start here with Dania. So, my partner on the bottom wants to break my posture, trying to grab my head. I'm gonna try to bring myself up, try to keep my posture. That is gonna be working. Not letting her extend my arm, gotta control my head. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay postured. Pay attention, people. No hands on the floor. Don't let your partner cross your arm all the way to the other side. Okay, always blocking here with the elbow. So basically, Dania just trying to break my posture here, doing whatever she can to keep the control, pushing, getting the control. Again, people, one of you, try to keep your posture for 2 minutes while your opponent tries to break it, and then you switch, whoever's on the bottom gets on top. Okay, just so we can learn how to position ourselves in the close guard. Okay, people, so I'm gonna add another drill to our classes, and this is something that I'm gonna suggest to the people who are intermediate or advanced level. Okay, guys, just repeating the positions that we saw last week. All right, so I'm just going to be switching attacks and defenses. So then it's gonna control my arm. She's gonna go for the arm bar here on the bottom. As she does this here, everyone, I want to make sure that I stack her. So if that is here on my left side, I'm going to bring my right leg up. I'm going to drive all of my weight here, smash her hips towards her legs, and here, bit by bit, this shoulder that is over her face stays. The other one, bit by bit, I'm going to move until I can free my arm. For the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna let Dana swing her legs until she puts me in a triangle. Alright? And here, people, as we worked before, hand with hand, so she cannot cross my arm, and I'm always pushing the leg that is over the shoulder. So if her leg is over my right shoulder, I'm gonna start turning to the right, using my knee to push her hip down, and I'm gonna bring myself up to break. Okay? Now Dana's gonna have the chance of going for the omoplata. Before she brings my body down, I'm gonna step over, and I'm gonna be on side control. She's gonna hip escape, put me back in the close guard, and she's going to do the same. She's gonna attack my arm, right? Same thing, everyone. So here, she's on my right, so protecting my arm, bringing the left leg up so I can stack her. I keep the weight bit by bit. I'm gonna free my arm. As soon as I free the arm, she'll switch to a triangle, hand with hand, elbow close to the hip so she cannot cross my arm to the side. And here, the leg is over the left shoulder, so I'm gonna start moving to the left, pushing her hip down, pushing myself up until I can break. As she starts moving to the omoplata, I'm gonna bring my hip over her upper body, switching to the side control. She hip escapes, and here she goes for the armbar. I stack, defend, she switches to the triangle, switching the leg, knee over the belly, bring myself up, she switches to the omoplata, I hop over her upper body, and I'm on the side control. This one, guys, let's take a little bit longer. 3 minutes on one of you attacking, the other one defending, and then you switch, works on the bottom, get on top. Okay? Okay, everyone, so today I'm gonna show a position that personally I don't do it so much, but people done to me, actually it was a guy in the Europeans last year. Of course, he did that to me, and it seemed a little bit silly, but it was very effective. So I want to show you guys, because this is a pass that works pretty well, especially when your opponent managed to move the hip to the side and isolate the arm. So then it's gonna have her my arm isolated. Keep the guard closed on it. She's gonna have the overhook, and when this happens here, everyone, this is a complicated position for me. Okay, because then you can start using her legs here to get a triangle, to get omoplatas, right? So this is a difficult situation. But what I want to do is then it starts moving the hip and isolating my arm, is I want to get a control of the hip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hand here, hidden behind her back, so she cannot attack any Kimura here. And since Tanya is here on my left side, I'm going to start bringing my right leg up, and I want to fit my left knee under her leg, and I'm gonna drop myself over her leg right here, okay? So I'm gonna keep my body really low, okay? I wanna keep myself really tight here, and as long as I have this control, then it's gonna have a really hard time moving the hip because I'm trapping her hip here, so she's not gonna be able to fully attack me here. Two things that I have to be careful. First of all, okay, with the triangle, so every time I'm gonna be opening the leg here, I'm gonna be using this hand. Make sure that you don't open your elbow too high, all right? Otherwise, she can trap, or she can either use the other leg, okay? So make sure, people, your elbow close to your ribs, and keep your head closer to your partner's chest. Because if Dana manages to push my head away, she's gonna start going for the omoplata here, and I'm gonna have a hard time. Okay, so as I got to this position, I'm gonna stay heavy on the leg. I'm gonna stay here with my head close to the shoulder. And here, as I start opening the leg, elbow close to the hip, to the rib, I'm gonna push it down. And here, I'm just gonna, with the leg that is up, I'm gonna step over. As I step over, people, I'm just gonna push her knee down and go to the half guard, okay? So that's it. From here, I can start passing the half guard. We're not gonna see the half guard pass right now, but I just wanna make sure that when I have the control here, my opponent controlling me here on the half guard, always keeping the underhook and your partner's back flat on the floor so you can keep the control, okay? So doing to the other side. This is something that I can do for myself, okay? This guy that did this to me in Rome, he was doing voluntarily this. Okay, so this was I had a really hard time attacking him, so I decided to show you as well. So what he was doing is, he was getting the underhook, and from here, he was stepping to the side. So if I'm getting the underhook here with my right arm, I'm gonna step with the left leg, and I'm gonna bring my knee under her leg, keeping the control like this. Okay, from here, then it's gonna have a really hard time moving, okay, because I'm keeping myself here heavy on the hip. I'm gonna keep myself controlled, okay? Very important, people. Once you're gonna open the guard, elbow connected to your body so she doesn't get any control, and keep your head low, close to her shoulder. I'm gonna push her leg down, I step over, and from here, I'm just gonna drive this knee towards the hip, grab the head, and I'm gonna be in the half guard situation, already putting a really strong pressure on her. One last time. So let's say that I was here, then I was able to control my arm. Boom, she managed to go to the side, and from here, she's on my left, step with the right, bring the left leg through, hips really low over her leg, my head close to the shoulder, elbow tight. I push her leg down, step over. This knee that is up, immediately towards the hip, and I'm gonna have the control. Okay, everyone, and as we did last time, specific training here, then it's gonna start here on the bottom, trying to attack, to get a submission, to get a sweep. Let's say that she crosses my arm, she goes from the back. If Fenriz succeeds in any of those situations where she's either attacking to get a submission, a sweep, or take my back, we start over from the beginning. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna be trying to open the guard and pass. So if I start passing, if I succeed in the pass, good for me. We start over, back to the close guard, okay? So this is a situation that you guys can do at home with not so much space. Just, guys, as usual, please be careful, all right? So you guys have a safe and fun activity, all right? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. One of you on top for 3 minutes, and then you switch. And then, guys, just so we can understand the situation. But after that, then you guys can do as much rounds as you want, right? I'm not there to watch. I'm just stressing out. Okay, guys, have fun. Take it easy. Bye-bye. See you Saturday.